Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? This will be a relatively quick video. Just saw, I actually just woke up and saw on the news that there are at least 2 additional new information that came out within the game, so I figured it'd be worth it to cover it. What's interesting about this, it's like, I think in the English version or global version it's called the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, which is coming out, and based on what I'm reading, based on going through each round, you're able to get mission rewards and stuff like that. So outside of that, there's not much info said, but it is going to be a new event, and it got me thinking it'd be really nice if there was actually a new challenging event to where you kind of face off with the main antagonist throughout, you know, the series or manga, anime, whatever you want to call it, and just kind of highlight the, you know, entire story of Dragon Ball, like the history itself. I think that would be a really cool concept. Maybe that's what they're going for, but it is based on rounds, and by beating each round's boss, you do get rewards out of it. So I don't think it's like necessarily going to be like Super Battle Road or the Legendary Goku Battle event to where you have to clear the entire stage to get a reward. This is based on pretty much rounds, so maybe it's like you know, what do you call them shits, like the tower climb or whatever, where you go through each round and progressively gets more and more difficult. I mean, they did call it like extremely difficulty, you know, new event. So with that in mind, it's not going to be easy, I don't think. So I don't know, we'll have to see what the deal is with that. In terms of like team building, you know, if it is based on the wording itself of Dragon Ball history, maybe you have to bring in like certain era type units into team building. So for example, like at the very beginning, I don't know if it's going to require, you know, the DB Saga or Childhood Saga categories and progressively move on toward later parts of the manga or anime, you know, whatever in the series. But we'll have to find out. In terms of, you know, the event release, you know, obviously they're not specific about it, but typically, again, like I say in the past, whenever news like this comes out in the game, I would give it maybe 48 hours until the story event or whatever new stuff actually drops. So something to look forward to for sure. Now, this is also very interesting. They're going to be preparing to add new stages starting on the 12th, which is coming out very soon. But the interesting part about this is they're actually adding new units. One of them is going to be the Goku unit, and then basically it's, you know, the one that awakens into Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan, right? The extra category is going to have the Pure Saiyans as the category drop bonus or whatever, to get the drop rate bonuses, basically, for lack of better words. Now, Vegeta is also going to have one. This is going to be the Rivals category and Pure Saiyans. So there's been a lot of talks about EZAs, you know what I mean, as part of coming out in part 2. So this definitely does seem a little bit more likely now that will definitely happen. Again, the prep time is going to start on September 12th at 10:45 p.m. So depending on your time zone, it's going to be quite different. So I would definitely recommend, while it's still available, at least get you know, these guys fully awakened and, you know, maxed out, get the potential orbs finished and all that, and then also have a second set to where you can easily level up SA levels by 5 in case they do get an EZA. I went ahead and did that just to, you know, just to be proactive about it, but it's probably something you want to end up doing. This is the thing to note here is if you complete all the new stages, it's like, what's gonna happen, question mark, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's kind of interesting how things are gonna play out, but we'll have to see. Most likely it'll be an EZA. I don't think it's going to be like the 4-year anniversary stuff where, like, you remember the Omega Shenron EZA that came out where you had to go through like unlocking a stage in order to unlock the Extreme Z battle event itself. I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily the case here. I think it's more or less just you're gonna have opportunities to Extreme Z awaken the unit. So that's my guess, and that's what a lot of people have been saying anyhow. So again, I just want to talk about it. Pretty much, it does affect like 3 different story events. So all these are related to the Android stuff. So that one, I believe, is the Yardrat Goku story event. This one is the Vegeta one, and this is the Goku. So all of these do have some sort of relation to the Android Cell Saga. So of course, who knows? Maybe they'll have free-to-play Super Saiyan Goku that gets introduced. I don't know. We'll have to find out with more information coming out. But at the very least, this will be pretty interesting, I think, and we'll see what happens with that. Again, it's going to be it's an extreme difficulty setting, and you do get mission rewards based on progressing through each round by beating the boss. So in terms of summary, that's pretty much all that we have at this point. So hopefully you found it helpful, and as more news comes out, I'll definitely be covering it. All right, I'll check you guys later.